allergies. Oh my god. What is this on my... Oh my god. Anyway. He got problems, she got problems, only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time. Slow down. Me, talking to me, because I talk fast. And welcome to The Rumor. Okay. Ooh, how am I going to word this? Because, like, I don't want to give it away too much. So I'm trying to think how I'm going to word this. All right. So in middle school, I met one of my favorite teachers, because I had like three. I had three, maybe four. I had four. But I met one of my favorite teachers, right? And around this time is when I would think from 4th grade, we would all be in the same class, not the same teachers, but they would keep us like in the same class. Like, they would group us like together in the same class for whatever reason. So a lot of the times from like 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, goddamn, literally most of the time, like I literally had like the same people in my class, to be totally honest, starting from like 4th grade literally to 12th, even in AP. That's crazy. Anyway, but it would be like the same people in my class. So this one particular time, like, I met one of my favorite teachers. So she taught this specific grade. I'm trying to word it and not give it away so much, y'all. So people from my hometown who watch me don't know who I'm talking about. Sorry. I got an inbox about a story time. Anyway, yeah. So this specific teacher, like, we're in the class, she's teaching, she's absolutely awesome. We absolutely love her. Like, we even know like her personal life to an extent. Like, no, not even to an extent. Like, we're in her personal life, knowing certain things. So anyway, this one specific teacher, like, she really wanted a baby so bad. She wanted a baby so bad. So when she ended up getting, like, conceiving, we were so excited for her, because she had stepchildren, but she never had a child on her own. So when she got pregnant, we were excited for her. Like, literally, when we were telling you, like, we were in her personal life. We was literally in her personal life. Like this, we absolutely love this teacher. We love this teacher. Love this teacher down. Like, we enjoyed her. We would even still, 5 teachers. Oh, we love this teacher down. Anyway. So anyway, we like, she has the baby. Everything's good. Everything's going great. And then, lo and behold, out of the blue, she comes and she's diagnosed with cancer. And it's a blow to us. And so she's very optimistic. She's very, like most people who are diagnosed, like, in the beginning, like, it's devastating, but then it turns into, pain turns into power, and it's like, I'm gonna beat this. And so we were going through with her with radiation, chemo, everything. We watched how she had this long sandy blonde hair, like, so we watched her hair fall out, and she started wearing like wraps. And she had got lung cancer, smoking. So it was like we watching her fight. We watching her fight through. And so at one point in time, she was doing really, really good. We were optimistic and everything was going good. And we're still not in the same grade, but we're keeping tabs on the teacher, like, because she was our favorite teacher. So we're keeping tabs on the teacher. We know, like, we're being updated. Even when she would get really sick, like, the school would still update us, or the other teachers would still update us, because this was one of our favorite teachers. And so we would ask, like, how's she doing, what's going on. Like, promise you, this is one of her, like, literally. So anyway, she was doing really good, everything was looking optimistic, and then it had turned bad, and she had got really, really sick. And we're sitting in math class, and they made the announcement that she had passed away. And we were devastated. And when I say devastated, like, we're in class crying, like boo crying, like we had known this lady all our life. And she had been our teacher for 1 grade or 2. 1. She had been our teacher for 1 grade. She was really that great of a teacher. She had been our teacher for 1 grade, and so we, like I said, we were in her personal life. We had celebrated her conceiving. She had a baby. Things was going good, and it was like, things was going good, boom, here come cancer. And when cancer came in, it was like, okay, she was doing good, and then it took a turn for the worse, and then she ended up passing away. And we are boo crying in class, boo crying, because they made the announcement over the intercom that she had passed away. And so we are crying in class, in math class. Now, those of us who had her as our teacher for that specific grade lost it. Like, we're in class losing it. We're trying to comfort each other and losing it all at the same time, right? So they let us know, like, arrangements and when her services was going to be. Now, mind you, this is the first time that I attended. Is this the first time? Yes, this is the first time that I attended a Caucasian's funeral. So they was letting us know, like, the arrangements or whatever. And I know, like, some of y'all is like, does race matter? There's a difference. There's a difference in church between Caucasian and African American. I told y'all in dating a white boy, there's a difference. There's a difference in funeral services as well. There's a difference. African Americans, we holding out our people. It's gonna be a good 7 days. Person die, it's gonna be a week. Then that following Saturday. Caucasians, person die, 2 days, y'all having service. 2 days or less, y'all having service. And y'all services don't be long. African Americans, that after that week, baby, that service, depending on who doing the eulogy, if the service is gonna be long, and then depending on how big it is and how loved the person was, truth be told. No tea, no shade. Anyway, so they let us know, like, when the services was, and so, like, we showed, like, we weren't able to go to the service. They had a memorial, so her husband had a memorial so her students could come, because he knew, like I said, we were involved, so he knew, like, how much she loved her students, because she was an awesome teacher. He knew how much she loved her students, so he was doing a specific memorial so her students could come and pay respects and stuff, right? So this the day of the memorial, we were allowed to leave school a little earlier to go. I promise y'all I'm not laughing at the death of the teacher. I'm trying to get it together. So we were allowed to leave school early so we could go to the service. So when we get to the service, there's a couple of other teachers that taught with her, and that was also keeping us updated when she was going through chemo, right? And so when we walk in before it, because it's a group of us, especially a group of us who had her in a younger grade. We're now in, we're getting ready to, no, we're already freshmen. We're freshmen, or we're either getting ready to be freshmen. Somewhere in there, yeah, we had to be freshmen because we drove. Even though I don't think that meant we drove, so we either had to be freshmen or sophomores. Yeah. Because we drove. Yes. I think we were freshmen. Anyway, so we go to the especially the ones who were in this specific class, like we are like, you know, y'all going, like you going. So we were trying to all go all at the same time, but the way that our schedules and certain things were set up, a lot of us were going at different times. So when we got there, like, and we walked in of it was closed, her casket was closed. It was just her picture on the top of it, and we lost it. Like, we lost it. Because with any funeral service, when you walk in and you see the coffin, like, it's real, it's realistic. Like, you know, like, this is it, this is it, right? So we lost it, and one of the teachers was trying to like calm me down because I'm just sitting there like snot is coming out of my nose, just crying. Her husband came over because he remembered our faces, and he was trying to comfort us, and he was like, guys, you know it's gonna be okay. Like, she really loved you guys. Like, we were losing it. Oh my God, we were losing it. We love that lady, child. We were losing it. So once we finally like got our stuff together or whatever, so we're standing outside, and there's 4 of us. Come on, man. It's 4 of us. So hold on, let me get names. Okay, so after the services, it wasn't really a service, it was a memorial, and it wasn't over. Like, you could come and go as you please. So, or like, we're sitting there after we had calmed down, and so we're standing outside of the church. And so, like, I'm standing there, like, I'm getting my composure together. And so Luna was like, where you about to go? And I was like, I'm about to go home. Like, I'm about to go home. Was I going home? No. I was like, no, I got to go to Nia house because I had basketball practice. I was like, I'm about to go to Nia house because I got basketball practice. And so Luna looked at Mason and Rocco, and so she was like, where y'all about to go? And so yeah, she was like, where y'all about to go? And they was like, man, we don't know. And so we started talking again, and we started reminiscing about the teacher. And so once we started reminiscing about the teacher again, Luna busts out crying. And so Rocco starts comforting her, and he was like, it's okay, it's gonna be okay. Like, she's crying, like she's losing it. Again, we absolutely love this teacher. So I know y'all like, maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, if you had like a teacher that you absolutely love, that has been like, that could just connect with you, you get it. And she was just like, she was a gem. Like, she connect with all of her students. It wasn't just like a select few. She connect with all her students. Like, literally to the point where it was like we were rooting for her when she finally got pregnant, because she had wanted a baby so bad. And when she got the baby, we was rooting for her. We knew like the baby sex. We was sending gifts to the baby shower. We didn't attend. Like, we had a baby shower at school for her. Like, we threw a baby shower for her. We were excited. Like, when I tell you, we absolutely love the teacher. We love the teacher. And then even like once she had told us about the diagnosis, like we was crying in, and she was more optimistic than we were. Like, she was the one who was like, I'm gonna beat this. Like, no, you guys, like, we're not gonna, I'm not giving up. Like, no, this is not the end. Because it was like you fought so hard for like this life. Like, you know, you fight for your happiness, and then here comes something, you know. So anyway, we had started reminiscing, and then Luna busts out crying, and so Rocco is comforting her, and like me and Mason, like, we're just really like sitting there, like, you know, tears are rolling down my face, and you know, Mason is kind of like just sitting there like it's quiet because of the moment, like it's solemn, and you know, Rocco is comforting Luna, and he's like, it's gonna be okay, like, you know, he hugging her or whatever. And so I was like, well, all right, y'all, like, I gotta go, I gotta get my head together because I still gotta go to basketball practice. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to Nia's house. And so they was like, all right, yeah, we'll see you, we'll see you later. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool. I left. So when I left Luna with, so I was like, Luna, how you getting home? And so she was like, oh, I don't know. So Rocco was like, yo, I'll take her home. And so I was like, okay, cool. So, left. As far as I know, Mason and Rocco and Luna, they took Luna home, right? Or wherever she wanted to go. So, I get to school the next day, and then there's these whispers. So, when whispers are going, that lets me know something's happened. Something has gone down. Something's brewing, something's been amiss. So I'm waiting for the tea to get to me because the whispers are whispering, and I'm trying to figure out, like, what's tea, what's going on. So when I get in her room, Rocco was like, and I was like, bro, what's wrong with you? Like, what's going on with you? And so he was like, it's some rumors going on about me. And I was like, well, what's the rumor? And he was like, the rumor is me and Luna, did I be one too? Mind you, Rocco has a girlfriend, right? And I said, well, did you? And so he was like, no, that never happened. That never happened. We did not do that. So Mason comes in the class, and so I turned to look at Mason because you was left with Rocco and Luna. So I turned to look at Mason, and I was like, so Mason was like, I was dropped off at home. I don't know what's going on. So I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, I'm going to ask Luna, and Luna going to let me know what's going on. He was like, listen, I'm telling you ahead of time before, because he was like, I know you seeing the people talking or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm waiting for the tea to get to me and you the tea. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to ask Luna, and if Luna tell me, like, this went down, it's your word against Luna. Like, at this point in time, there's no cell phones, there's no camera phones, your word against theirs. That's literally how rumors were. And it wasn't no tea like the cover the next day. It was literally until it died down, until the people found something else to talk about, or they was no longer interested. You got to hear about this rumor. And I was like, your girlfriend checked you about it, or your girlfriend said anything? He was like, yeah, she asked me, and I told her no. I was like, all right. So me and Luna had the class, which is PE. So I get to PE, and I pulled Luna to the side, and I was like, Luna. And so she was like, what's up? And I was like, when you left with Rocco, when I left you with Rocco and Mason, what happened? And so she was like, oh, we took Mason home. We took Mason home first, and then Rocco took me home. And I said, and what happened? And so she was like, oh, we did our big one too. Luna, Rocco has a girlfriend. She was like, he wasn't thinking about her. And so she was like, and don't get me wrong, it wasn't even that type of time. We wasn't even thinking about that. She was like, but I was constantly crying. He was comforting me, and like one thing led to another. Like, serious, it wasn't even like that. And we both had said like we wasn't gonna say nothing. And I was like, so how did it get out? And so she was like, well, you know where I live, so his car, they knew his car. And so people was like, he was over there a long time. And I was like, well, I mean, yeah, like he was, you know, we had just left the memorial service. And so she was like, I literally was like, he was literally dropping me off home from the memorial service, but it was like, yeah, he was over there a long time. And she was like, girl, you know how rumors do. She was like, but you know, I'll tell you the truth. She was like, we did our big one too. And I was like, Luna, that don't make sense, because how these people know you did your big one too? So she was like, no, people are saying like, yeah, he was at my house, like he took me, you know, he took me home and he was there a long time. So people are assuming. I haven't confirmed, you know. And I was like, I don't. Or she was like, no, I really deny. And I'd be like, y'all crazy, y'all crazy. She was like, but I'm telling you the truth. And I was like, well, Rocco said no. Rocco said it didn't happen. Luna loses. Luna said, excuse me. I was like, yeah, Rocco said it didn't happen. Rocco is denying it. Rocco said, because, I mean, he got a girlfriend. She was like, oh, okay, yeah. Mind you, Luna and the girlfriend are cool. She was like, it happened. She was like, but it's whatever. She was like, you don't ever got to tell nobody. She was like, he can say it never happened, and I'll keep flowing with that or whatever. She was like, but the truth is, it did happen. But I'll flow with the lie, right? So Rocco is spewing down like nothing happened. The girlfriend is asking questions because the girlfriend is hearing the rumors. But, you know, of course, me and Rocco are cool, so she came and asked me. And so she was like, do you know, like, she was like, do you know what happened between them? And I was like, listen, we was at the memorial service. When we left out, after we was trying to get ourselves together, I went to Nia's house, and I left Mason, Rocco, and Luna there. I said, Rocco said he was going to take Luna home, and he said he was going to take Mason home. I don't know what happened after that. According to Rocco, he said nothing happened. So, check with your man. Believe your man. Like your man said, nothing happened. I can't confirm or deny because I left. I left them when I left the memorial service, and I went to Nia's house to go wait for basketball practice. So she was like, okay, but he'll tell you the truth. And I said, he told me this morning when I walked in the homeroom that nothing happened. She was like, okay, well, I'm going to ask her. So she asked Luna, and of course Luna denied it. And like they were cool or whatever. So Rocco and the girlfriend, they were cool. They were doing good for a little bit, and then it was kind of toxic until they finally broke up about a dress. Because the girl didn't like a dress. She didn't like the dress. She didn't like the dress. Anyway, years later, I'm staying at Luna's house, right? And the ex-girlfriend is there. And so we're sitting there and we're talking. And Luna says, Angel, you remember when that rumor was going around about me and Rocco? And I was like, yeah, because like I caught her look, because the ex-girlfriend is there. At the time, she was a girlfriend. And so she was like, yeah. And I said, Luna, no. Because my thing is, there's no need for you to tell this girl it. Like, y'all cool. Y'all cool. Like, she in your house. I'm in your house. Like, at this point in time, I'm in Luna's house washing clothes. We are out of school. Out of school. We're adults. And you brought this up out of the blue, and I was like, why are you even bringing this up? Like, where is this even coming from? It came out of the side left view, because I was like, but even when she brought it up, and I was like, I need you to be 100 with me. And I was like, because he said no, you saying yeah. And she was like, she put it on. She put it on something that she loves. She's like, on this that I love, and you know I love this. That happened. And so the girlfriend, well, the ex-girlfriend now is sitting there going, what y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? And I was like, girl, nothing. And I don't even know why Luna brought it up. It's literally like how I'm looking at her. I'm like, girl, why are we bringing this up? Like, let it go, like, cut it. Because a lot of times, like, when you think certain things don't bother people, and even though it may have been in high school and they no longer together, they not even talking nothing. There's no communication between them, but still, y'all cool right now. Like, y'all friends right now. She in your house. Like, it was me and Luna, and then the girlfriend, well, ex-girlfriend popped up, and I was like, girl. She was like, oh yeah, we cool, we real cool. But that was cool then, but it was like, girl. So when she brought it up, she was like, I just, you know, she was like, did he ever admit? And I was like, no, to this day, like, he denies. To this day, he denies. I was like, so, yeah. Yeah. And so, of course, like, when we were in school and everything, how everything was going down and how people was talking about it, it was just a really toxic situation. And it was a back and forth. It was a big major thing. Like, he kept dogging Luna. Like, he was talking about how she looks, how he would never touch her. Like, he dogged that girl. You dogged that girl. Rocco dogged her so bad. Like, you know how some dudes, like, you're intimate with a person, but it's like you try to switch up when you're around certain other people because you don't want these people to know, like, you was attracted to this person. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so that's the story time of the rumor. I think I'm gonna stop telling story times because something is going on, honey, and I don't want to keep sounding nasally on my stories. So this will be the last one that I record today. And that is the story time of the rumor. The girlfriend never found out. And nobody ever brought that up. I think Luna was like, I'm just going to take it to my grave. But she was like, it happened. And still to this day, Rocco was like, no, it didn't. And yeah, it's still a back and forth. I don't know what happened when I left the memorial. I went elsewhere. Mason said he went home. But we both be laughing though. Truth be told, I think he did. Because it was an opportunity. And most dudes don't turn down free cookie snatch. But anyway, I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life. And I'll see you in the next one.